Welcome to Talk to Aila, the show where we break down the tech that's changing our world, one mind-blowing conversation at a time. I'm your host, Paul Lieberman, and today we're diving headfirst into one of the most talked about topics of the decade, artificial intelligence. It's in our phones, our cars, our homes, and whether you realize it or not, it's shaping your daily life. But let's be real. AI still sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie for a lot of people. And depending on who you ask, it's either humanity's greatest intervention or the thing that's going to turn us all into jobless Wi-Fi dependent zombies. I mean, one day it's helping us find the best pizza in town, and the next it's beating the world champions at chess and writing poetry. Not bad for a bunch of ones and zeros, right? But before we start preparing for robot overlords, let's actually understand AI, what it is, how it works, and why you should care. Because as Albert Einstein once said, any fool can know. The point is to understand. So today, I'm going to break it all down. No tech jargon, no boring lectures, just straight talk. And yes, expect some jokes because, let's be honest, AI is both the most serious and the most hilarious thing happening right now. I mean, we've got chatbots giving relationship advice, self-driving cars learning how to curse in traffic, and AI writing movie scripts that somehow make less sense than Hollywood's actual movies. So if you want, pour your glass of scotch, get a cup of coffee, and enjoy the rest of the talk because right now we're just going to break it down really simple. What is actually artificial intelligence? AI is the science of making machines smart, but not take over the world smart. More like predict what you want to watch next on Netflix smart. It's the tech behind your phone recognizing your face, your email filtering out your spam, and your car knowing when you're about to crash before you do. Now here's where it gets interesting. AI comes in two main flavors, like the difference between a calculator and a full-blown thinking machine. There's narrow AI and artificial general intelligence AI. So we're going to start with narrow AI. This is what we have today. It's designed for specific tasks like translating languages, diagnosing diseases, or beating humans at Jeopardy. It's good at what it does, but it's got only one job. It doesn't step outside of the box. Now on the other side of the spectrum, we have artificial general intelligence, otherwise known as AGI. This is the sci-fi dream or nightmare, a machine that can think, learn, and adapt just like a human. We're not there yet, but some researchers believe it's coming, and others say, nah, not in our lifetime. I say, can we at least get AI to handle DMV appointments first? As Steve Jobs once said, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. AI, it's leading the charge. Okay, so how does AI actually work? Well, it's all about learning from data. Ever heard the phrase, practice makes perfect? Well, that's literally what AI does. It practices on tons of data until it gets really, really good at something. Now, I'm sure you've all heard the phrase machine learning. Well, this is what it's called. Machine learning comes primarily in three main types. The first is supervised learning. This is like training a dog. Show an AI a million pictures of cats, and eventually it learns what a cat is. That's unless it's my neighbor's dog who still thinks a vacuum cleaner is a demon. Next, we have unsupervised learning. This is more like an AI detective, searching for patterns and data without needing instructions. This is how businesses figure out that you secretly love pineapple pizza, even though you deny it. And lastly, we have reinforcement learning. This is how AI teaches itself to win at chess, play video games, or even drive a car. It learns by trial and error, basically how humans learn, except AI doesn't hold a grudge when it loses. As Thomas Edison said, I have not failed. I just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That's literally how AI learns. All right, let's talk about the cool kid on the AI block. Large language models. Some of you might have heard this as LLMs. If AI was a band, ChatGPT would be the lead singer, Google's Gemini would be the drummer, and Claude would be the guy who shows up late to rehearsal but still plays like a rock star. So what exactly is a large language model? Now, a large language model, or LLM, is a type of artificial intelligence designed to understand and generate human-like text. Think of it as an insanely advanced predictive text system. You know how your phone suggests the next word when you're typing a text? Well, LLMs do that, but on steroids. They predict entire sentences, paragraphs, and even full-length essays. These AI models have been trained on massive amounts of texts, books, articles, websites, historical records, you name it. And through all of that learning, they can generate human-like responses to prompts, answer questions, summarize information, and even tell jokes. Though some of them are dad jokes level bad. Let me give you an example. If you asked a large language model, tell me a joke, it might respond to something like, why don't skeletons fight each other? Well, it's because they don't have the guts. Now, is that a great joke? Probably not. But the impressive part is that the AI understands the structure of the joke, how wordplay works, and how to make it sound natural. That's something that until recently, only humans can do. Now, let's peel back the layers and look at how ChatGPT and other large language models actually work. Because no, they're not just magic. At their core, LLMs rely on something called the transformer model, an AI architecture that makes these systems incredibly powerful at processing and generating human language. It's all based on patterns and probabilities. Instead of thinking the way a human does, AI analyzes text and calculates what's the most likely next word, sentence, or response should be. It doesn't think, it predicts. Now imagine you're texting a friend. I'm going to the whatever it is, and your phone suggests store. It's predicting based on common language patterns. Now take that concept and scale it up 1 billion times, and that's what ChatGPT is doing. Now here's the wild part. LLMs don't actually know anything. They don't have beliefs, they don't have opinions, or memories for that matter. They just generate text that sounds correct based on what they've seen before. That's why they can sometimes be shockingly accurate and sometimes completely wrong with the confidence of a politician during election season. I'll try to give you another example. If you ask ChatGPT who won the 1998 World Cup, it'll probably correctly tell you France. But if you ask it who won the 1857 World Cup, it might make something up, because spoiler alert, there was no World Cup in 1857. Now, I'm sure you're all going to go online and go to ChatGPT and probably ask the question. Please comment below. I'm very curious as to what your responses might be. That's why AI models can't always be trusted without verification. They sound smart, but they're not actually thinking like humans. All right, so now that you know how these models work, what do we actually use them for? You've probably already interacted with an AI-powered chatbot without ever realizing it, whether it's customer service support on a website, Siri on your phone, or Alexa telling you the weather. LLMs are at the heart of all of these interactions. Businesses are using AI chatbots to handle customer service inquiries, answer frequently asked questions, and even troubleshoot problems, freeing up human employees for more complex tasks. Now let's be completely honest. Sometimes these chatbots are great, and other times they're frustrating as hell. But as AI improves, they're becoming more natural and helpful. LLMs are changing the way we create content. They can write blog posts, generate ad copy, and even draft scripts. Wait a second. Am I an AI? Or do you think this is really Paul talking? I'll let you decide. Anyway, tools like ChatGPT, Jasper, and Copy AI help businesses generate ideas, create social media posts, and even write entire books. Authors and screenwriters have even started using AI for inspiration, although AI still struggles with writing a movie ending that doesn't feel rushed. For example, the movie Looking at You, and I'm sure you're all familiar with the end of Game of Thrones Season 8. Have you ever used Google Translate? AI is behind that. LLMs are revolutionizing translation services, making it easier for people around the world to communicate. The cool part? AI-powered translation tools don't just swap words. They understand context and the meaning, so translations are becoming more accurate than they ever used to be. AI has the ability to scan thousands of documents in seconds and summarize them for you. This is huge for researchers, journalists, or even legal teams who need to sift through tons of information quickly. Imagine being able to ask AI to read all the scientific papers on a subject and give you the key points in 10 seconds. That's the future. Ever wonder how Netflix knows exactly what show to suggest next? AI. How Spotify predicting your next favorite song? AI. LLMs and machine learning algorithms analyze your preferences, track patterns, and predict what you'll enjoy next. Now you're all probably wondering, so if large language models are so great, what's the downside? Well, for one, there's bias and ethical concerns. I'm sure a lot of you remember a little while back, if you asked Alexa about voting preferences, they would have probably chose one particular candidate over another. But AI models learn from human written text, which means they can't inherit human biases. If an AI is trained on a biased data, it can produce biased results. There's a lot of work being done to fix this, but it's still a major challenge. And believe it or not, sometimes AI just makes stuff up. No, seriously. AI-generated responses can sound incredibly convincing, even when they're completely wrong. This is especially dangerous when it comes to things like medical advice, news, and history. Always double-check your AI-generated info. Now, like a lot of us that become too addicted to social media, believe it or not, AI can also have that same effect. We have to be very careful not to become too reliant on AI for everything. It's a great tool, but it's not a replacement for human creativity, critical thinking, or expertise. All right, let's get real for a second. AI isn't something or some distant futuristic technology. It's not just in Silicon Valley labs or billion-dollar research centers. AI is already everywhere. It's in your pocket. It's in your car. It's in your house. It's even deciding what ads pop up while you're doom scrolling on your phone at midnight. Whether you notice it or not, AI is running in the background of your life every single day. So let's take a look at some of the ways AI is shaping our world, starting with the things you probably didn't even realize that were powered with AI. From ordering your favorite pizza to dealing with your insurance company, AI is quietly working behind the scenes. So let's talk about that pizza. It's making me hungry. Have you ever noticed that your favorite pizza place seems to know what you want before you even think about it? That's not magic. That's AI. And yeah, it might be a little creepy, but it's also kind of amazing. Here's what happens. AI tracks your ordering history. If you've already placed an order of pepperoni pizza in the past with extra cheese on Fridays, AI will preload that choice in the app the next time you open it. It predicts when you'll be hungry based on your past orders. It knows that you'll always order at 6:30 p.m. on game nights. So guess what? You're getting a notification at 6:20 that says, "Hungry? Your usual order is ready in just one tap." It will even adjust based on the weather. If it's raining, the AI might push an ad for delivery instead of dine-in. If it's a hot summer day, it might suggest an ice-cold soda with your meal. AI isn't just helping businesses sell more. It's making your life easier. But it's also why you end up spending way too much money on pizza when you're supposed to be eating healthy. AI, why are you always watching me? But it's not just pizza. AI is deeply embedded in how we shop, whether you're on Amazon, in a grocery store, or even at your local coffee shop. Have you ever noticed that the moment you buy one thing, suddenly Amazon, Target, or Walmart knows exactly what else you'll need? That's AI at work. Ever use self-checkout at a grocery store? That's powered by AI, and some stores are even testing just walk out technology, where AI cameras track what you grab and charge you automatically. No cashiers, no lines, no scanning. It's the future. Or a really fancy way to get caught shoplifting by accident. Online stores adjust prices in real time based on demand, seasonality, and even your personal shopping habits. Ever check the price on a flight, then checked again the next day and it's higher? That's AI adjusting the price based on your browsing behavior. AI isn't just making shopping easier, it's turning everything into a personalized experience. Whether that's helpful or terrifying, I'll leave that up to you. All right, let's talk about something we all love to hate, calling customer service. You know how it goes. You need help. You call your insurance company and you get greeted by that AI-powered voice assistant that sounds just human enough to make you wonder, is it real? But let's be honest, it's usually still obvious that you're talking to a bot. But here's the wild part. AI customer service is getting better, and I mean scary good. AI can now answer your questions, handle claims, and even negotiate bills with human-like conversation skills. Some banks and insurance companies already have AI that sounds almost indistinguishable from a real person. You probably chatted with an AI chatbot before and not even realize it. AI can answer common questions, process refunds, and even schedule appointments without needing a human agent. Some AI call systems analyze your voice tone to determine if you're frustrated or upset. If the AI detects you're getting annoyed, it escalates you to a human faster. So the next time you call your insurance company and that voice on the other end sounds weirdly friendly and way too efficient, yep, that's probably AI. Now let's talk about something truly life-changing, AI in healthcare. If there's one area where AI is making a massive impact, it's medicine. And honestly, this is where AI's potential is mind-blowing. AI can analyze X-rays, MRIs, and CT scans faster and more accurately than many human doctors. It's already being used to detect cancer, heart disease, and neurological disorders earlier than ever before. Developing a new drug takes years. AI can analyze millions of compounds in days, helping scientists find cures faster. AI can track your health trends and predict if you're at risk for something serious, sometimes even before you feel the symptoms. Now here's one crazy stat. A recent study found that AI detected breast cancer in mammograms 4 years before a doctor could. That's not the future. That's happening now. And you know what? That's lives saved. AI isn't just revolutionizing hospitals. It's changing how we care for our loved ones. The home care industry is getting a major upgrade, and if you have aging parents or work in home care, this is huge. There are AI-powered devices that remind seniors to take their meds and track if they actually did. And if they forget, AI can send them an alert or send their family members alerts to let them know that their loved one has not taken their medication. The AI can monitor movement and detect if a senior falls, automatically calling for help. No need to press a button. AI assistants can talk to seniors, play music, and even read books to them out loud. AI can automate scheduling, ensuring caregivers are matched effectively with patients in home care. AI analyzes patient data to detect early warning signs of health problems before they become emergencies. AI helps manage admin tasks so caregivers can focus on actual patient care instead of paperwork. Bottom line, AI in home care isn't replacing human care. It's enhancing it. It's helping seniors live independently, longer, and making home care agencies more efficient. That's not just technology. That's a better quality of life. So what's next for AI? Well, that's the billion-dollar question. AI is advancing fast, maybe just a little too fast. It's like watching a roller coaster being built while we already strapped in for the ride. Some people are thrilled with their arms up in the air screaming, "Woohoo! This is amazing!" And others, white-knuckled, thinking, are we sure this thing is safe? AI is evolving at breakneck speed. In just the last few years, we've gone from simple chatbots to AI models that can write poetry, generate lifelike images, and even create music that rivals human composers. And the crazy part? This is just the beginning. But with great power comes great responsibility. Or in the case of AI, great uncertainty. The three biggest questions right now are, will AI take jobs? Can AI be ethical? And should we be worried about AI taking over? Let's break them down. Will AI take jobs? The short answer, yes. Some jobs will be automated. But here's the catch. AI isn't just taking jobs, it's also creating them. Think about it. When the internet first arrived, people panicked. Oh no, newspapers will die, stores will go out of business, everything will be ruined. And yes, some industries did change, but at the same time, millions of new jobs emerged. We got social media managers, digital marketers, app developers, and yes, podcast hosts like me who talk about AI for a living. AI will replace some jobs, especially ones that are repetitive and data-driven. Things like customer service roles. AI chatbots are already handling millions of interactions a day. There are some basic data entry jobs that will be replaced. AI can analyze massive amounts of information faster than any human can. In routine legal and medical paperwork, AI can summarize contracts, transcribe medical notes, and even assist in diagnosing diseases. But new jobs will emerge too. Just like the internet created an entire digital economy, AI is opening doors for careers we haven't even imagined yet. Future jobs might include AI ethicists. These are people who actually ensure AI is fair, unbiased, and used responsibly. Prompt engineering. Experts who know how to communicate with AI to get the best results. AI trainers. People who train and fine-tune AI models to improve their responses. Cybersecurity and AI specialists. Protecting businesses from AI-driven security threats. The key isn't to fear AI, it's to adapt to it. The people who learn how to use AI effectively will be the ones shaping the future. As Bill Gates once said, automation applied to an efficient operation will magnify the efficiency. Automation applied to an inefficient operation will magnify the inefficiency. So if you're worried about AI taking your job, Here's my advice. Make sure you're in the driver's seat, not the passengers. Learn how AI works. Use it to enhance your skills, and you'll be ahead of the curve. Now let's talk about one of the most important questions. Can AI be ethical? The short answer? That depends on us. AI isn't inherently good or bad. It's a tool. Just like a hammer can be used to build a house or break a window, AI can be used for incredible advances or dangerous manipulations. The problem is that AI learns from human data. And as we all know, humans, well, we're not exactly perfect. The three big ethical concerns that come with AI are all models are trained on massive data sets, which means they reflect human biases, and that includes the good, the bad, and the ugly. If the data set is biased, the AI will be too. We've already seen AI systems that favor certain groups over others, and that's in hiring, decisions, facial recognitions, and even criminal sentencing predictions. Fixing bias in AI isn't easy, but researchers are working on making AI models more fair and transparent. Some of the problems are AI can generate realistic-looking photos, videos, and even voices. This means we're entering an era where it'll be incredibly hard to tell what's real and what's fake. Imagine a fake video of a world leader declaring war. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, deepfake technology is already that good, and that's why AI regulation is becoming a huge discussion worldwide. AI thrives on data, but where is that data coming from? Your phone, your voice assistant, your smart fridge that knows how much milk you have left? The more AI systems know about us, the less privacy we have. That's why companies need clear policies on data protection, and users, that's us, need to be more mindful of what information we're sharing. I'll once again go back to my favorite quote from Voltaire, but in this case, as Spider-Man's Uncle Ben famously said, with great power comes great responsibility. The question isn't whether AI can be ethical, it's whether we choose to make it that way. Alright, here's the question that Hollywood loves to ask. Will AI take over the world? Should we start preparing for a robot uprising? The short answer, no. But should we set some ground rules now before things got out of hand? Absolutely. Right now, AI is still narrow AI. It's smart in specific areas, but it's not conscious. It doesn't have desires, motivations, or emotions. It's not plotting to overthrow us, unless someone programs it to. However, AI is evolving rapidly. Experts already are debating the risks of AI becoming too powerful, too fast. And some of the concerns are real. If we rely too much on AI, we could lose control over critical systems like healthcare, finance, and most importantly, national security. AI is surpassing human intelligence. And if AI ever reaches artificial general intelligence, AGI, meaning it can think and learn like a human, it could change everything. Autonomous weapons and AI-powered surveillance are becoming a reality. And that's where ethical considerations need to be even more urgent. And this is one of the reasons why people like Elon Musk and researchers at OpenAI are calling for global AI regulations, so we don't accidentally create something we'll lose control of. The key takeaway? AI isn't dangerous by itself, but it's how we use it that matters. AI is changing the world fast, faster than any technology we've ever seen before. It took the television 13 years to reach 50 million users. The internet, 4 years. But ChatGPT hit 100 million users in just 2 months. That's not just progress, that's a revolution. And whether we love it, fear it, or just want to stop recommending conspiracy theories on YouTube at 3 a.m., one thing is clear. AI isn't going anywhere. It's already shaping our jobs, our homes, our healthcare, and even our creativity. The only question now is, how do we use it wisely? Do we let it control us, or do we make sure we stay in control? Here's the truth. AI is a tool. It can be used for incredible good or catastrophic consequences. The choice is ours. It's like a fire. It can warm your home, or it can burn it down. It's all about who's holding the match. We have to be the ones who decide what kind of AI-driven future we want. So what can you do? Educate yourself. You don't have to be a programmer to understand AI. Read about it, test it, see what you can do. Knowledge is power. We have to use AI responsibly. Whether you're using it for work, creativity, or business, make sure you're in control of it, not the other way around. We need to demand ethical AI. AI should work for humanity, not against it. That means fighting against biased systems, protecting privacy, and making sure regulations keep up with the technology. And we need to prepare for change. AI will disrupt industries. The best way to future-proof yourself is learn how to work with AI, not against it. The people who understand how to use AI effectively will be the ones shaping the future, not the other way around. And if you're in the home care business, or just someone who wants to make life better with AI, there's never been a better time to explore what's possible. From helping seniors living independently to giving business superpowers, AI is already making a difference. The question is, how will you use it? Will you be ahead of the curve, or will you be playing catch-up? As Steve Jobs once said, the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who will do it. So let's be those people. Let's learn, let's adapt, let's build a future where AI helps us, not replaces us. So that just about wraps things up for today. If you enjoyed today's conversation on Talk to Aila and want more insights into the world of AI, hit that subscribe button and be part of the discussion. Every episode will break down the biggest questions in tech, one mind-blowing idea at a time. And remember, AI isn't just about machines and algorithms. It's about people. It's about how we innovate, how we adapt, how we create a future that's smarter, safer, and better for everyone. Stay curious, stay informed, and as always, I'm Paul Lieberman. This is Talk to Aila, and I'll see you next time.